So I'm changing up our intro.
Oh, wow. What is it now?
Well, not really. I'm just changing normally we talk about something, right?
Yeah.
But this time, I'm taking the opportunity to use the beginning of our podcast to talk about that our audience should follow us on YouTube and Twitter and our Discord now.
Oh.
Or not now, but more.
Yeah.
Normally we say it at the end when some people might already have left.
Right. Oh,
So,
I see. This is your reminder.
Right. We're on Twitter. We're on Instagram. We have our own Discord. Wolf has a Discord that we use.
I do. Yeah, it gets its own ridiculous channel.
Soon, maybe perhaps within a month, we'll be on TikTok.
Yeah, ridiculous_cast. They're all across the internet.
That's right. We love fan interaction. If you want to hit us up on TikTok or Twitter, I mean,
come bother us.
You can answer the question of the week on there. Tweet at us what your thoughts are. And
be sure to hit the like, comment, and subscribe button.
That's right. If you liked it, leave a comment. If you didn't like it, leave 2 comments.
Let us know in a MLA format essay.
I'll grade it for you. Free of charge. A lot of people would pay good money for that.
True.
You'll get it for free. But more importantly, we like fan interaction, so hit us up.
Don't be afraid.
Or hater interaction, I suppose. That's probably mostly for Rainie, so we'll just forward all those hate messages.
We opened an email just so you could send a Rainie hate.
Yeah, I'll just forward them all to her. Oh man. Welcome to episode 67 of Youre Ridiculous.
Whoa!
I am Luke, one of your hosts. Wolf is here.
That's me.
Your other host. That's you. Last week, we finished off our trilogy episodes of The Last of Us.
We sure did. Oh, what a show.
That was great. It was a solid 9.5/10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Really good. Excited for season 2. But this week, we're not going to be talking about The Last of Us.
That's right. There's nothing new.
That's right. We're going to be talking about, a different segment. We're just going to, do we have a name for it, or are we just going by it as it is?
Yeah, today we're shilling. We're sellouts. We're doing what we should have done years ago, and we're reading Reddit posts from Am I the Asshole?
That's right. No, we're not claiming it as our own bit because everybody's done this.
Yeah.
But it'll be really funny.
It will indeed. Always is.
Other people may have done it, but we never have.
We're doing it better.
Yeah, exactly. Exclusive content right here. Just like when we did the Smash or Pass sellout.
Yeah.
For both Smite and Overwatch.
I did it twice. We'll surely do it a third.
Whoa, absolutely we'll do it a third. When does the next Five Nights at Freddy's come out?
Oh man, so soon.
We'll do it again.
It's going to be a multi-episode year for Five Nights at Freddy's.
Oh god, too much smashing for you. All right, so let's get started, Wolf. Am I the asshole?
All right. I have selected 3. We'll get through at least 2. But
yeah. Oh
great! The pages are reloading. Thanks a lot, Google. All right.
What the fuck, Google?
First of all, Google's doing everything wrong. Quick
That's true.
Tangent before we get into it. They
changed
changed Google Drive, and Lucas saw it first, and he warned me. And
I saw it like a month ago.
For a bit, I was freed from Google Drive's bullshit changes, and oh my god, it's terrible. It's ugly, and it's not even functional.
It's worse than it was before from like aesthetics and function.
They abandoned form and function. For what?
Yeah. For a forced auto update that you can't revert. Sometimes like you could sometimes revert updates or like prevent them from happening on different things, but not this one.
Yeah. Stuck with it. This
Awful.
Worst iteration of Google Drive.
I tried to warn you.
All right.
Nothing could be done though.
Yeah. All right. Tangent over.
Anyone that likes the new update, you're a criminal.
You're a freak is what you are. And you're a liar.
You're a liar. That's right. All right.
All right.
Let's get in on this.
Submitted 2 days ago by Throwaway Bunch of Numbers. Am I the asshole for telling my brother that he didn't need to share that his wife was in labor at my wedding?
Is that the full, or are there more deets, or is that it?
Oh, that's the title.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Perfect.
Interrupted me.
Oh, well, you paused. Like, you wanted me to say something.
All right. My wedding was days ago. My brother attended, but his wife didn't. She was nearing her due date to give birth, and she didn't come. The wedding was going well, till my brother received a call from his mother-in-law telling him that sister-in-law was in labor. He told me he was leaving, and my wife and I were fine with that, but the issue began after he told one of the guests that sister-in-law was in labor. Word spread out, and suddenly everybody was talking about it, which disrupted the event. Even my parents started calling, and there was a huge fuss, which frankly was unnecessary if my brother just left in silence or made up some excuse. I contacted him later and expressed my grief and frustration with what he did. I told him how the news of his wife being in labor disrupted the wedding and caused my wife to feel like her day was ruined. He lashed out, asking how any of that was his fault. I explained how he should have just left or made up some excuse to leave, but he said he didn't mean any harm and that he was in a hurry and worried at the time. He said it wasn't like he announced it and told me I disrespected him by arguing with him about it. We had a big argument, and our parents sided with him and told me to get over myself, and are now expecting me to apologize.
Quite the predicament.
I know, right? Wow, I really...
This was at a wedding, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have thoughts?
I have thoughts. Do you want to go first? Or do you want me to go first?
You go first. I read it.
I think... So who is the person asking this question?
The person asking this question would be the groom. Bride.
Oh, the groom. Oh, okay. They're brothers.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think the groom, or the one asking the question, the brother, is kind of an asshole.
Yeah.
I feel like the other brother saying that his wife is in labor, it's not like he announced it to the whole wedding scene, right?
Yeah.
He just announced it to, well, presumably to his brother, and then whoever happened to be there, like, I gotta go, my wife is in labor.
Yeah. Someone asked why you're suddenly leaving, and you gave the reason why.
And then now, anybody that heard that knows, and the brother knows, that it's not just like ducking out for some shifty, shady reason, like, yeah, I don't actually want to be here. Because that's the conclusion that a lot of guests could come to. Like, you know, the brother doesn't want to be here, the brother's jealous, the brother, you know, any other reason. If you don't provide something specific, there would be like a lot of just like unnecessary drama, I think. Yeah,
like missing a wedding or leaving a wedding is a pretty big deal.
Right. Yeah, leaving during the middle of a wedding, that's lame. You're a loser. And why not just be happy for your brother?
Right? His wife went in labor, had a successful baby.
Right. Presumably. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. So went into labor, not gave birth yet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Presumably, you had a good wedding. So enjoy your day. And then you get to also enjoy your brother's success of the wife going into labor.
Right? Like, how dare someone talk about anything else but your wedding on your wedding day?
Oh, brother, you should have sewed up her vagina so she can't slip the baby out.
Made her hold it in another day.
Don't let her sneeze, it'll pop right out.
And it's funny because people are aware the wife isn't at the wedding because she could go into labor at any moment. Like, imagine if she was at the wedding and went into labor. Then your day really would have been ruined.
Yeah, that's worse, because then it would really be all about them. And not that that's even that bad. You still have a successful wedding. You still got married.
Exactly.
I think, what are the comments? Are there siding with somebody?
Love to say. There's actually an edit that I wanted to save until after you gave your judgment. It says, I just came back and started reading the comments. First comment, I appreciate the sarcasm, but in all seriousness, I did not expect people to come against me in this matter. I do accept my judgment, but still am taken back a little.
What?
Something great or something very consistent about Am I the Asshole is that it's always very clear that someone's an asshole. People come over here and they write all this out. It's almost like they're delusional. Like you wrote all this out, read it back, and it didn't occur to you that you were the asshole.
This one is, of the ones I've heard before. Like, so, audience, anyone listening, I haven't listened or read the ones that Wolf has picked out, but I have read Am I the Asshole before, or seen clips of it or whatever, or like the screenshots of it.
Yeah.
Of the ones that I've seen before, this one's fairly tame.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Like, it's not even that bad. Like, obviously, the brother probably just wants the day to be about him and his wife and to celebrate that and nothing really else. Because it is your wedding. Like, that's fair. But, like, you know, to be actually upset that your brother's wife is going into labor, that's a little childish.
Hey,
They probably have some unsettled beef.
Oh, yeah, this was just the tipping point. He was already mad.
Oh yeah, absolutely. This was the peak.
Oh, man.
Water boiling over the pot.
Oh, my God. There was more. Oh, I can't find the original comment, but someone else referenced the comment, and it says, with OP's audacity, he'll insist they move the birthday.
That's true. The arrogance of the poster.
Yeah, I know. All right, that's the first one.
That's a good one. So you agree with me?
I do indeed, and so did the rest of the Reddit community.
Vindicated by Redditors.
Finally on the same page. I guess a broken clock is...
Yeah, right, one time a day.
Yeah.
Or twice a day.
Once a day.
Well, it depends if you use the army clock.
Fair enough. Oh my God, when I was in Japan, they used army time. For whatever reason, since I was in Japan, it automatically switched my phone over to military time.
Oh,
and I was so lost all the time.
It's just adding or subtracting 12 hours.
Oh, you think I'm good at math? I had to get a chart.
Wow. Get it tattooed on your wrist.
I can never forget. All right, next one.
All right, here you go. The next one.
Submitted by Alfredo Blowup Throwaway.
Oh, Alfredo, the boy?
Am I the asshole for blowing up on my husband over chicken Alfredo?
Probably.
I, 38 female, am married to my husband, 42 male. We've been together since our early 20s and have 3 small children, all under 10. He's a mechanic and works anywhere from 60 to 80 hours a week, while I work as a hostess 3 days a week at a restaurant while the kids are at school. I do the majority of the housework and childcare.
Hang on. How the fuck do they pay bills as a mechanic and a hostess?
He must
With
be
3 kids.
80 hours a week.
I guess.
Must be overcharging.
Hostess is putting out is just giving them mad tips. All right.
Secret drug dealers. All I ask, he gets the kids on the bus every morning because he leaves for work about 10 minutes afterward. All I ask of him is to do his laundry as his clothes are covered in oil and grime and need to go in by themselves and pick up after himself because the kids destroy the house enough. A couple times a week, he'll help with dinner and cleaning at the end of the day as well. Over the last 2 months, he's completely stopped helping. He dumps his clothes on the laundry room floor, his half of the bedroom is a mess, he leaves cans and wrappers all over the living room, and he's even stopped getting the kids up, which has upset them as they love their mornings with Dad. He's also been coming home hours later than usual. I've been letting it slide as he seems very stressed out, but a few days ago he snapped at me for being a shitty wife, for letting his clothes go unwashed. I reminded him that he always did his own laundry, and he hadn't asked me to do it. I've been doing it, I just hadn't gotten to it yet. He just grumbled and went to go watch TV. Last night, I made chicken Alfredo. We have it about once a week because the kids love it and no one's ever complained. Well, he bitched and moaned throughout the whole dinner, said that since I'm not taking care of the house, I should at least put a good meal on the table, that I've just been letting the whole family go to shit, and I should be ashamed of myself for treating him and his children like that. Called me a bad wife and mother in front of our children. I told the children to go to their rooms and snapped. I screamed at him about how much I do for the household, that if it wasn't for me, the place would be trash, and he has no right to treat me like this over chicken Alfredo. When we went back and forth for a while before he left, and I have no idea where he went, and he isn't answering my calls or texts. I feel bad now, as I shouldn't have reacted like that, especially because I know he's just stressed from work, but it all just kind of built up and came out at once. I just want to know if I was wrong for freaking out on him like that.
Well, my immediate so if this we have to assume that this is all the information and then it's all true.
Yep.
Given that, she's absolutely not the asshole in this situation.
A real switch up.
Yeah. First of all, he is 2 things: either having a midlife crisis or having an affair. Probably an affair. He's probably trying to make. It sounds like he's trying to make home life uneasy and unhospitable for everybody, so he can easily get out of the marriage.
Right. Sowing the seeds of deception.
Exactly. So you can like easily get out of it and then go see somebody else. That's what it seems like.
Yeah. As I was reading it, I didn't screen these before. I just read the title and looked how popular they were, and I just picked them. I was also getting like cheating vibes.
That's right. That's immediately what I was thinking of.
Like he's already gone 60 to 80 hours a week, and now he's gone extra long with no explanation.
Yeah. And all the positive behavioral and marriage compromises have changed.
Comes home being a jerk, not doing his part, as if he's like checked out of the relationship.
Complaining about chicken parm? Who doesn't like chicken parm?
Chicken Alfredo.
Oh yeah, chicken Alfredo. All right, well.
The comments also agree, potentially an affair. Some people might say he might be depressed.
So
but I have something lovely for you.
Listen, everyone's depressed. That's no excuse.
There's an update.
Oh no. Please tell me I'm right.
I called my husband for the 100th time because he still hadn't come home and the kids wanted to know where he was. And a woman answered. I didn't recognize her voice, and he doesn't have a sister. I asked her to put me on the phone with my husband, and she asked who I was. I said I was his wife, and she laughed into the phone and told me he was busy. We went back and forth with her laughing at me the whole time before telling her she'll send him home soon and hanging up. It's now the next morning, and he's still not home. I really didn't think he was cheating. I had really hoped this was just a rough patch, but it looks like most of you were right. I'm heartbroken and a little in shock and not really sure what to do right now. My brother said I should come stay with him, and I might, or maybe just bring the kids so they don't have to see us fight. I might update again, or I might not, but I'm sure you all know where this is heading anyways.
I fucking knew it. I'm so smart.
The red flags, the signs, they are all there.
I knew it. Yeah, the behavior seemed over the top for just a midlife crisis or being depressed. Because most of the time, at least in my experience, it's a lot of depression like that would be withdrawing and not like outlashing at your wife.
Yeah. He's just being rude.
Yeah. Unless he has like previous experience with like violence or something.
Yeah. Coming at her with "you're a shitty wife." The nerve.
A shitty mom. Yeah, you know she's not a shitty mom because she's working at as a hostess for taking care of 3 kids.
Right. Oh, he better get to work 100 hours a week to pay that child support.
No, don't worry. The new girlfriend will take care of that.
Oh, also fuck the new girlfriend. She's what a bitch, laughing at the wife.
Laughing as if she has any like notion of what's going on here.
Right.
And that, like, you know, put my husband on the phone. Who are you? Obviously the wife.
Who are you?
It's either like that. I guess that's a fair question if she doesn't know he's married, but she clearly, by her behavior, does.
Yeah, she thinks that it's that funny.
Right, like, oh, you know,
just
your
got
wife's
caught.
calling. and this woman, obviously happens to be okay with it.
Yeah.
Okay with cheating.
Yeah, he'll be back in the morning. He's probably livid. Serves him right.
He'll be back when I'm done with him. when I've emptied him like a can of toothpaste. Oh, I'm so good. 2 for 2 with aligning with Reddit.
Genius. All right. Last one.
Okay.
Am I the asshole for insisting my sister-in-law to visit us more when she is a busy resident doctor and she says she can't? Submitted by Historical Nose 250.
Probably is my first thought.
My sister-in-law, married to my brother, is a resident physician who works 60 to 80 hour weeks. Wow, 60 to 80 again. And frequently works...
a resident doctor, that's fair.
And frequently works one or both days of the weekend. Her residency is a 7-hour drive.
Both gays, huh? That's what you said.
No! Her residency is a 7-hour drive from where me, my husband, and my baby girl, 1.5 years old. My brother and I were always very close growing up and even lived in the same apartment and later the same city. We were never more than 20 to 30 meters away from each other. I got married and had my baby, and he moved 7 hours away to be with his fiancée, now wife, pretty soon after I had my baby. It was devastating for me as I had always pictured us being close and him really involved as an uncle. Sister-in-law works 6 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. 6 to 7 days a week, but does have some golden weekends where she has Saturday and Sunday off. She usually has one per month, and then she has 3 weeks of vacation, never over Christmas or New Year's holiday. During those 1 week in a month that she is completely off, her and my brother either stay at home because she needs to relax or will drive 2 hours to see her family. During the 3 weeks of vacation, which she is only able to take 1 week at a time, they first went on a 1 week long trip to Hawaii, then a 1 week long trip to Cancun with her family, and then 1 week where they just visited her family again 2 hours away. They haven't made the trip to visit us more than 1 to 2 times a year, as they say the drive is too hard with the limited time off she has, and she's usually too tired to come anyways. But not too tired for Hawaii or Cancun? They always ask my parents and us to visit them during holidays. She works, so at least we can be together, and she will join every day after 5, but it's hard for us to travel with a 1.5-year-old. My parents have to split time visiting there and visiting us, and we need them for childcare. I've been asking my brother and sister-in-law to visit us more, even though I know her schedule is busy, and my brother got frustrated with me. When I asked him to visit alone, he said she needs him because the heavy workload has been really mentally straining on her, and quoted how resident physicians have a really high depression rate and basically called me the asshole. I feel it's unfair if we have to visit all the time, considering we have a 1-year-old and also both work full-time, and feel they should balance better to visit us rather than just on vacation. Am I the asshole for insisting?
Well, it is true that pretty much anybody in the medical industry has awful hours almost always and are overworked and probably underpaid and often suffer some mental illness problems and stuff like that.
Right. Burnout and such.
So, yeah, burnout. Especially, and it gets worse like the higher up in the medical field you go because you're dealing with more intense stuff. And I can say that because my grandmother, mother, and sister all work in the medical field. So I have familiarity in that.
You broke the mold.
I know it. I know. I'm familiar. Not that they suffer with any mental illnesses. I'll say that, but I'm familiar with it. So yeah, I would say this person, the poster, is an asshole, the OP. The funny thing is, like, we both work full time and we have a kid. They work full time as well.
Yeah,
and in what sounds like a much and they have a kid. In what sounds like a much more demanding field. I don't remember if you said what the OP does for jobs.
Yeah, just they just said medical stuff.
Right. So they also work, and all of this is just like baggage that the OP wants, like, right? Like, they want the visit more. There's not even a problem occurring.
Yeah, they're making
it's just problem. I'm upset that my family isn't taking the time to visit me. Well, it's like you could remedy that by visiting them.
Yeah,
Are you taking the time off? Like, there's a bit of a give and take here.
That especially makes her the asshole. Like,
right.
She can't complain and be like, I don't want to go visit you because it's inconvenient, when they face the exact same inconvenience with a child of a similar age and they're both working more.
Right. They're working more. Even if they weren't working more, there still seems like a one-way street here where the OP is asking much more than she's giving.
Right.
Like, and like the first couple times to make it easy on the, what was it, the brother or the sister?
The brother. The
brother. Make it easy on the brother. How about the OP? How about she go visit him, once or twice first? Right. And then be like, hey, how about you come down to us now, visit us since we went to you the last 2 times.
Yeah.
Extend, don't be a cunt, extend the invitation by making it easier.
Also, like, shitting on them for using their vacation days to actually take a vacation.
God. Everybody thinks they're so entitled.
Right.
Everybody thinks their own time is the most valuable shit. This is a bit of a tangent, but sort of correlated. The worst, one of my biggest pet peeves is when people don't put away their shopping carts or shopping baskets.
Yeah.
Because they think putting it next to my vehicle will save me, you know, or is really important to save those extra 30 seconds of my day rather than putting it back in the you know, where they put the cart
and then
track.
the cart track.
Yeah, the
Nursery.
trolley station.
Station. Trolley station.
Trolley station. Oh no, I'm British. Shit.
They've gotten to you. Take them down.
Survived COVID, but the Brits will get you. Yeah, so everybody thinks, not everybody, because there's some people, good people to do it, but there's a huge problem with not putting your cart back. It shows what kind of person you are. Like, it's objectively true that the best thing to do is put your cart away.
Yeah.
Because it only helps people. Like, it helps multiple sets of people. The people trying to park in that parking spot, the people trying to find a cart, the people that have to then pick up your cart and, you know, bring it inside or bring it to the trolley station, wherever they go.
Yeah.
There's literally so many groups of people that it helps that you put your cart away. And if you don't, you're just a scumbag. It sounds a lot like this. What's happening here is that she values her time way higher than she does her brother's.
Yeah. She went to go get the trolley and just refuses to put it back.
Exactly. She not only does she not want to put it back, she's just leaving it in the middle of the road.
Yeah. That's right. She leaves it in her parking spot.
Yeah, exactly. She puts it at the front too, not even at the back, like not even like towards the back where you could like park most of the way in, but she leaves it like at the front.
Yeah. She sees it rolling away and just lets it.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the worst. If you don't put your cart back, you're a scumbag and I don't like you.
Yeah, absolutely the asshole in this situation.
Absolutely, yeah. This one, so this is another tamer one for the most part. I think Am I the Asshole threads have gotten like mostly fairly tame. They used to be wild.
Oh yeah, I think I know why they've stopped being wild. You'll notice that a bunch of the things I read were throwaway accounts, like the usernames. Marked them as that.
Oh yeah.
When they get too wild, it doesn't matter if it's a throwaway account. It's very clear who you're talking about, and especially now that people like just like this, they go on YouTube and read them, and makes it it increases the chance that whoever was involved is going to see this very wild, very specific situation and recognize it.
That's true. What? That's just like the
see that guy?
The sex song. Yeah, the see that guy. I couldn't think of it. Because that was also a private account.
Yeah, it was.
Or like a throwaway or whatever. And then everybody figured it out because it blew up.
Yeah, and then he claimed it with his real account.
God, freak.
Oh, man.
Oh, my God. So, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. But, yeah, she's definitely the asshole. Fuck her.
All right, I'll read one more. This one's very recent.
Okay.
14 hours ago by Why Was It 3.
Oh, wow.
Am I the asshole for leaving a trip early because of my girlfriend's prank? I, 20 male, had a girlfriend, 20 female, of 8 months, who I recently went on what was supposed to be a week-long beach trip in Queensland with her friends and family. Where is Queensland?
I don't know.
Oh, you're supposed to be the knower.
I can look it up. Maryland.
Oh, okay. She had been planning this trip for a long time and was looking forward to it, especially since... Oh,
Maryland or Australia. Apparently there's one of the quadrants in Australia is Queensland.
I see. I'm not seeing any Aussie slang, so maybe it's Maryland.
Probably Maryland, because if anything happens, or is anything posted online, it's always from the U.S., because we're the only country that matters. USA.
She had been planning this trip for a long time, was looking forward to it, especially since I'd get to know them all. On the 3rd day, we planned to go river floating. When we got there, I was looking through my bag before I went to change, and I couldn't find my swim trunks. I instead found a new navy blue pair. When I told her this, she replied with, "Oh yeah, that's the extra one I packed in case you lost yours." I thought this was thoughtful. I changed into them and we all headed down towards the river. We all got into our tubes and started floating off. About 3 minutes in, I feel my suit getting baggier, and I even noticed the pieces falling off. I was disappointed that they were a cheap pair, but I kept going. Once we hit the rapids, it got real though. I have felt a sudden rush of cold water, and I noticed my trunks have been torn clear off by the water. I stood up, covering myself with just the last piece. Everyone else, about 15 of her friends and family, started to laugh. I was absolutely horrified. One of my biggest fears is being naked in public, and now I was completely nude with no way to get back. I can't tell you how trapped and humiliated I felt. I had to spend the rest of the day with the water up to my shoulders, feeling awkward and embarrassed the whole time. Whenever we were in shallow water, I was forced to stand up and walk exposed in front of them. They weren't prudish either. Her friends and parents made jokes and comments on my body as we went. Her young cousins made sure to comment on the shape and size of my junk when I couldn't cover myself also. When we got back to the beach, I had to run covering myself back to my towel. My day was completely ruined. I felt humiliated and angry. When we got back to our room, I was back into clothes trying to forget the day when my girlfriend comes in giggling to herself. She asked me if I liked the new swim trunks, and when I asked her what she meant, she told me she ordered a prank dissolving pair, and lounge, and replaced my other one with it. I was absolutely livid. She has purposefully exposed and violated me because she thought it'd be a good laugh. She even made sure not to pack another pair or a towel. I started yelling and she told me to calm down, saying it was only a joke. I left that night and didn't call her the next day. She called screaming at me, acting like I was the one who had wronged her, saying that she had worked hard for this trip and that I was being immature. But I didn't want to be around someone who would humiliate me, especially considering that her own family and friends would be present. I can understand that I ruined the trip for her, but it feels like her own fault.
Sounds like the girlfriend's an absolute cunt.
Oh yeah, she is beyond an asshole.
There's a fine line between joking and actively humiliating someone.
Yeah.
and it is not okay when you go over that line. If that's like the vibe between the couples, like there are some couples that like this is how they, show affection and
they
stuff.
They like to mess with each other.
Right, they mess with each other, they prank each other all the time, but it's clearly like a back and forth thing that they have established.
Yeah.
And that's okay. If that's what your thing is, that's totally fine. That sounds great. But if that's this, it does not sound like that was the case in this.
It doesn't sound like there's been any pranks before this.
No, it sounds like the girlfriend just like went off the rails and decided to be a humongous bitch.
Like, every line was crossed. Like, even if this was, like, an established thing, like, them pranking each other, this specific prank already toeing the line to be, like, being, like, just humiliation and not a prank. But the fact that she kept it up the whole day. It wasn't just like, oh, your thing fell apart. Aha, very
and
funny.
Now here's a towel.
Here's a towel. Here's a new pair of shorts. No.
Right.
She left it like that all day, and he had no way to leave or to get something for his own, and no one else there helped him either.
And included the family members.
Yeah, 15 people. And whoever else was on the river.
Yeah, exactly. Not only is he super humiliated, clearly one of his fears that he says, it also could get in trouble for public nudity.
Yeah, what if he got arrested?
Right, which would still be his fault because it's him being nude. Regardless of it being a prank.
Also, they're 20, so relatively, they're young cousins. They are probably all minors.
Oh,
that's extra illegal.
Yeah, and they you said they were like a mom or dad or like grandparents there or something?
Yeah.
Right, and they're clearly just as unstable as the girl.
I know, right?
Because they're laughing and pointing at him too. It's like, oh, ha, ha, I see your junk. That's just like, they're clearly that this girlfriend is way out of line. I would have left. I support the guy for leaving, and I probably would just dump her.
Yeah, you'd be throwing hands.
Yeah, no way.
Take
I would
her
put
swimsuit.
Up with that. I'll set it on fire. I'll put Nair in her shampoo, make her lose all her hair.
That's what she deserves.
It's just a prank, bro.
Oh yeah, exactly. It's just a prank, so I can do whatever I want. It's funny she calls him immature when there's nothing more peak immature than pranking someone.
Right. And actively, like, going out of your way to intentionally humiliate someone.
How dare you be upset that I humiliated you?
How dare you not see it as the joke it clearly is.
It was funny, don't you think?
Imagine getting mad that somebody else ruined your prank to humiliate someone. You have ruined my prank.
Oh, man.
It is funny and you are supposed to laugh.
You must laugh now or else.
God, I hate people. Just in general. Except for the fans, of course.
Oh, yeah, naturally. See, if they're fans of us, they are doing something right.
Yeah, then they have class and taste. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Did the comments agree with me?
Oh, yeah, well, they haven't given an official judgment yet, but it is leaning towards, in this case, he's not the asshole and the girlfriend is.
Right, obviously.
Yeah.
As it should be.
Yeah.
Leaning towards.
Finally,
fuck all the people that have said that he's the asshole.
Some sense. Yeah, the comments are pretty much echoing what we said. It's toxic, and if the roles had been reversed, no one would have been laughing.
That is very true. 100%. I didn't think about that, but yes, absolutely. Everyone would have been booing the guy.
Yeah.
And rushing towards the woman to give her a towel.
Yeah, covering her up. Beating the guy down.
Okay. Get her a free pizza.
Yeah.
Food, clothing, pay for her rent. Give her a car from a free dealership.
Everything.
Child support for the child she hasn't had yet.
The future one.
That's pretty fun.
Yeah. And
let us know if you liked it. We'll have to do it again.
Yeah, maybe next time we'll have a name for the segment.
I liked it, so we'll probably do it again, even if you didn't, audience.
True. That's how it
Fuck
be.
you, audience. Well, maybe we'll get it again. We'll get Rain in here as well.
I give her terrible opinions.
Her terrible takes. She's like, no, I think I support them.
Yeah, maybe it was just a prank, bro.
It's just you sound like Goofy.
Yuck.
You sound like Mickey from the Vietnam Mickey.
Why specifically that, Mickey?
Because that's what you sound like. It sounds like someone trying to do a high-pitched voice.
Yuck.
Goofy, we've been given orders.
Usually my Mickey voice is pretty good, but I'm kind of dry.
All out of the Mickey juice. Have you've watched The Hobbit, right?
Some of it.
Okay, regardless, do you know the voice of Gollum?
Yes.
You've heard of it, right?
Yeah.
Right. So there's a famous voice artist and actor, Andy Serkis, who does the voice for him. Very, very famous guy.
Yeah.
When he's on set, when he was on set doing the Gollum voice, they had something called Gollum juice. That it was like a mixture of water and honey that would make his voice all gurgly and cummy.
The goofy Gollum voice.
So after every scene or so, he would have to drink the Gollum juice. And it would keep his throat from being damaged.
Yeah.
But also make it super cummy.
The true life hack.
Gross.
You drink the Gollum juice before you hook up with someone, and then you whip it out with the
before you get that gluck
precious.
gluck. Oh man, give him that sloppy toppy Gollum juice.
It's like that trick with the what's that fruit?
The pineapple.
Yeah.
The pineapple makes you cum sweet or whatever.
No, the passion. Have you seen that video? Nah, we're going on a tangent.
When do we not go on tangents?
We
The audience loves it.
Inescapable.
It's really just how. It's not even podcast bait. This is just how we are.
Yeah.
Just going on tangents.
Here's a tangent. The disrespect given to the Cult of the Lamb team at PAX East.
I think you got baited on that, by the way.
Did I?
Yeah, well, because I was reading more about it, and they put. So, do you want to explain what happened before?
So PAX East is happening. It's a big video game event, and the Cult of the Lamb Twitter posted that no one showed up to their panel.
Right, and so they were doing it again at a different time.
Yeah.
Right, and so, but the thing was, the time they said that they're changing it to was the time that it was originally listed. So I think you got baited. Tricked! Fooled! I think it's they just wanted more, want to bait people to show up to their quote-unquote new event.
Rage bait.
Right? Yeah, exactly. So, maybe, original listing wasn't accurate or whatever, but that's what I saw.
I see. Wow, it worked.
Because I was also originally upset. I'm like, what? How do people not show up to this?
It was effective.
This was game of the year, in my opinion.
I was like, I better make sure I show up to the redo.
Oh, man. We have a question of the week to get to.
Oh, yeah, we sure do. I don't have
You
the
wanna
Smeagol
read it for
juice,
us?
so I'll try my best.
Oh, okay.
If you were a hermit crab, what would your shell be?
Excellent question. This is actually, I gave a lot of thought to this.
Oh.
So, I'll go first, I suppose, since you've been talking a lot. I have two answers.
Wow.
One is my funny, silly answer, and then one is my hardcore answer. I'll give you my silly answer first.
Hardcore.
I would want a really cool teapot.
Ah.
Like a really cool, decorative, colors that I like undamaged teapot.
Short and stout.
Yeah. And because then I would have a bunch of room.
Yeah.
It would have to be not too heavy because I'm just a hermit crab.
Yeah, right.
So we got to make sure it's, not too heavy, but it can't be like weak either.
Yeah.
Got to be able to protect me. So, but I'm a strong little hermit crab. I could take it.
Ah, prettiest thing at the bottom of the ocean.
That's right. I'm like that crustacean in Maui.
Yeah.
I'm the shiny guy.
From Maui.
Is that not what is it called?
Moana.
Moana.
Maui's the other guy. He's the rock.
I got it. You're right. From Maui. That's like when I was...
Oh, the patriarchy
called
strikes
Gru.
again.
You shush. Oh, man. From Moana. Yeah, from Moana. I'm like the crustacean shiny man.
Yeah.
I would want a cool teapot.
He's got the best song in that movie.
You think so?
I do.
It's a good one. I don't know if it's the best.
Which one's the best?
Probably You're Welcome.
I do like that one.
That's a good one.
The top two.
But yeah, the top, You're Welcome and the Shiny Crustacean. Whatever that song's called. I think it's just called Shiny.
Yeah.
Another tangent. The Maui movie.
What's
My
your-
hardcore answer is I would want a human skull. Because it would be light and durable, which are two important things that the teapot probably are not giving me.
Yeah.
And it would keep the other crabs away because I'm hardcore and it looks like I've done time.
Cringe.
No, I'm
Edgy
defending
Death Lord.
myself. I'm defending myself.
It's
They're
going to
be like, oh shit, this guy's got a human skull as a shell.
If that's what he can do
Better
to a
not
human, what he's going to do to me?
Better not mess with him. But yeah. And then I could like decorate the skull with all my furnishings of my shell.
Your furnishings. Lovely.
Yeah, all the things I need for my hermit crab lifestyle.
Of course.
This is like the girlfriend asked the boyfriend, "Would you still love me if I'm a worm?"
But better.
The answer is no. I would not love you if you were a worm.
Ooh,
I would feed you. I would feed them to a fish.
controversial.
Okay, surely, if you become a worm, you forego what you once were.
Maybe.
Because you're a worm.
Well,
right?
what if they're like a worm, but their body's a worm, but their brain is still them?
But no.
We know.
Okay, well, I still can't interact with a worm, even if they have their full consciousness.
Oh, but it's still them.
But it's a worm.
People keep pet worms. Surely there's some level of interaction.
Yeah, them shitting and me cleaning it up. It's a worm. It's not like you can do anything. You can't talk to them.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe I would keep them as a pet worm, but that's where it ends.
Oh, love finds a way.
That love ain't doing shit to that. Listen, I'll try anything once, but I'm not doing that.
This could have been its own question of the week. Would you still love your partner if they turned into a worm?
Oh man, we'll have to think of something similar.
Oh, well,
All right, well, okay. Well, now answer the hermit crab question and then answer the worm question.
2 in 1. How special.
A double feature.
Oh yeah, if I was a hermit crab, my shell would be the real Thanos gauntlet they made using child slave labor.
Oh yeah, the ones that were all the actual gemstones from all over the world.
Yeah.
How would you ever move that?
I feel like it's not that heavy. Gold is a light
What do you
metal.
mean?
Gold is a light metal. And the gemstones aren't that big. They just like each one fits into the knuckle. It's not as big as Thanos' actual gauntlet. They made it like person size.
Right. Yeah. Okay, but so part of my thought process with picking what my shell would be something I would be feasibly find at the bottom of the sea.
I stole it, obviously. I'm a hermit crab.
What do you mean?
We said the same thing, same time, different meanings.
Yeah. You're like obviously I stole it. I'm a hermit crab. I'm like, how did you steal it? You're a hermit crab. I think I just found the title of the episode. Oh no! This is turning into the ostrich episode.
Oh man!
The ostrich and hawk episode.
Oh, you'll never understand my mind.
I understand it. I don't like it. I can't wait for us to be like eaten by a shark, and they're just like looking at two hermit crabs, one with the Thanos gauntlet and one with his fucking teapot.
What's going on here?
This is just both of us are just the cooler Daniel meme to all the other hermit crabs. And then you're like the cooler Daniel above me being cool Daniel.
Yeah. with my Thanos gauntlet.
Can you activate it?
Oh, I don't think I could because I can't snap. I don't have any like hermit crab tendrils. It just sits in my back.
But you have hermit claws.
But it's not in the gauntlet.
Well, surely you could put it. Well, you're in the gauntlet.
I suppose I could crawl up inside it.
Right? Well, so you activate the thumb and I'll be the middle finger.
Oh, perfect.
And then we'll activate it together. Did you just look at how you snap?
I did indeed. I had to make sure.
Well, how else you snap like that? That's how everyone snaps.
I mean, I just did it. I've never thought about it. I've never thought about which fingers I use to snap. I just do it poorly.
That would have been a really good, funny moment to have viewed for the audience.
Recreated in the animated version.
How does one snap their fingers? Oh man.
Oh.
What would Rain have as?
Let's see. The new
probably like a
Fallout Boy album.
No, that's Lauren. Rain would have like a plastic bottle, or like a Trojan condom. But just the wrapper, not the condom.
Just the wrapper.
Just the wrapper.
Because you have the box. How do you fit into the wrapper?
Well, it's like slightly torn open, right?
Oh, I see. She's a tiny hermit crab.
Yeah, obviously she's a tiny hermit.
Fair enough.
I guess you guys are the same height.
We are indeed, and yet as a hermit crab, I am huge.
you gotta. Well, yeah, you obviously gotta be huge because you gotta, be able to snap the gauntlet.
At least the width of a human wrist, a normal human's width. I personally have very small wrists.
True. So like my style wrist.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's fair. Meaty hermit crab claws.
Oh man!
Would you go visit SpongeBob as a hermit crab?
Maybe.
Would you decimate Bikini Bottom with the Get Thanos gauntlet?
Yeah, ruin it, devour it.
Take control. Who would your sidekick be?
Sandy.
Why Sandy?
She's smart and she's a squirrel and she's technically a land animal. She doesn't belong down there. She's probably happy I'm destroying it. Free her from this fuckery.
She wants to be down there, though.
Does she? Or is she stuck down there?
She definitely has chosen to be down there several times.
I feel like she was elected to be down there because she's a squirrel. Much like how we launched a monkey and a dog into space.
It's more than once.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Twitter, what is it called? Account that goes, that's called Shirts That Go Hard.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll put this in the YouTube video. Here you go.
That's pretty good. That does go hard. To read for the audience.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
It said spread those and then an image of sandy cheeks.
Yeah.
And I'm about to cum buckets.
And it's a picture of the chum bucket.
Yeah.
with the H removed.
Yeah.
So the best thing about this, and then we'll wrap up the episode. The best thing about the Twitter account is that you can buy all these shirts.
What?
They always post the link to where it's actually being sold.
That's where the money is. Posted shirts that go hard, and you also happen to sell them.
No, they don't sell them.
Oh.
They're fine. They're not, none of these shirts are theirs. They just repost them and then like, yeah, if you want the shirt, this is where you buy it.
Amazing.
Yeah, it's so funny. I have definitely thought about buying a couple of them and sending them to friends.
Oh, the temptations.
I know, there's some really good ones. But Wolf, it's been quite the episode. Why don't you take it away?
I'm Wolf, taking things away. Thank you for watching episode 67 of You're Ridiculous. If you liked all that, be sure to hit the like, comment, and subscribe button, and be sure to hit the bell so you get notified of the next episode. If you're watching on a podcast website, be sure to hit the plus and give us 5 stars. You can follow us across the internet, the main cast at ridiculous_cast on Instagram and Twitter. You can follow Lucas at 7AngryWasps with an E, and you can follow me at Rainbow Does without the W. We hope to see you guys all again next week, and to see you all across the internet. Until then, goodbye.
Bye-bye.